Hello everyone, from today we'll be discussing important questions related to medieval India and I'll be starting with Delhi Sultanate. See, after ancient period, Muslim started invading India and that is how Delhi Sultanate started. Delhi Sultanate existed from 1206 AD to 1526 AD and there was 5 important kingdoms when it comes to Delhi Sultanate. There are Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. So remember all these 5 kingdoms. We'll move to the first question now. The silver coin Tanka was introduced by option A. Qutbuddin Aibak, option B. Iltutmish, option C. Balban, option D. Bairam Khan. So, see, Qutbuddin Aibak belonged to slave dynasty. Okay, it was the first dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. He was the founder of slave dynasty and Iltutmish was son-in-law of Qutbuddin Aibak and Iltutmish belonged to Ilbari tribe and a slave dynasty is also called as Ilbari tribe, right? Iltutmish was the first person to introduce Arabic coinage into India and he introduced silver coin Tanka which weighted 175 grams and it was a standard coins of medieval India. Okay, so the correct answer will be option B, Iltutmish. Next, which of the Delhi Sultans pursued the policy of blood and iron? Option A. Alauddin Khilji, option B. Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, option C. Balban, option D. Iltutmish. Option C. Balban or Ghayasuddin Balban. He was very harsh ruler of entire Delhi Sultanate towards his enemy as well as for his nobles. And he introduced the pastoration and kissing the Sultan's feet to prove his supremacy. Okay. Next, the first Sultan of Delhi to issue regular currency and declare Delhi as the capital of his empire was option A. Iltutmish, option B. Aram Shah, option C. Qutbuddin Aibak, option D. Balban. So the correct answer will be option A, Iltutmish. So the correct answer will be option A, Iltutmish. Iltutmish introduced 2 coins, that is silver coin Tanka and copper coin Jital. Okay, copper coin Jital, and he was the person who shifted his capital from Lahore to Delhi. Before the slave dynasty was established in Lahore, from Lahore to Delhi, he shifted his capital. Next, when the ruler of Delhi Sultanates began? Option A, 1106 AD, option B, 1206 AD, option C, 1306 AD, option D, 1406 AD. So, the correct answer is 1206 AD. So, it established from 1206 AD to 1526 AD. Remember the date. Next, the first Sultan who requested and obtained a letter of investiture from Khalifa was option A, Iltutmish, option B, Balban, option C, Firozshah Tughlaq, option D, Alauddin Khilji. So, the correct answer will be option A, Iltutmish. Iltutmish obtained investiture or Mansur from Khalifa. By this, he became a legal sovereign ruler of India. Next, before assuming the office of Sultan of Delhi, Balban was a prime minister of Sultan. Okay, option A, Naseeruddin, option B, Qutbuddin Aibak, option C, Bairam Shah, option D, Aram Shah. So, before assuming the title, Ghayasuddin Balban was under option A, Naseeruddin. Okay. He was serving as Prime Minister to Naseeruddin and he was also the member of nobles under Naseeruddin court. Next, which battle Delhi area to Muhammad Ghori? Option A, Battle of Tarain. Option B, Second Battle of Tarain. Option C, Battle of Kanwa. Option D, Battle of Panipat. See, before Muhammad Ghori, Muhammad Ghazni was the first Muslim ruler to invade India, but he was not interested in establishing the supremacy. So he just looted and gone back. After Muhammad Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori, and he was very ambitious to invade India and establish his supremacy. When he came, he fought first battle of Tarain with Prithviraj Chauhan, but he was defeated and he suffered huge humiliation. And for the next time when he came with serious preparation and army. And in second battle, okay, he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, and that made the way for establishing the Muslim kingdom in India. So the correct answer will be option B, Second Battle of Tarain. Next, the Delhi Sultan who fell to his death while playing polo was option A, Qutbuddin Aibak. Option B, Alauddin Khilji. Option C, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Option D, Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. So the correct answer will be option A. Qutbuddin Aibak was a ruler or a Delhi Sultanate, died while playing polo or chaugan. Chaugan is a name for horse polo. Next, who among the following Tomar ruler is credited with founding of a city of Delhi? Option credited with founding of a city of Delhi. Option A, Anangpal Rudrani. Option D, Devaraja. So the correct answer will be option A, Angapal. Angapal was a Tomar ruler and he founded the city Delhi. Next, Laksh Baksh was a title given to the ruler. Option A, Iltutmish. Option B, Balban. Option C, Razia. Option D, Qutbuddin Aibak. So the correct answer will be option D. Qutbuddin Aibak was called as Laksh Baksh. Laksh Baksh means a giver of lakhs because he gave a liberal donation to the Muslim writers. Qutbuddin Aibak patronized many Muslim writers. Okay, so he gave the donation to them in lakhs. That's why Muslim writers called him. Next, the capital of Yadava ruler was option A, Dwarasamudra. Option B, Warangal. Option C, Kalyani. Option D, Devagiri. So the correct answer is option D, Devagiri. So why is this question now? Because Muhammad bin Tughlaq, okay, he made second capital as Devagiri. The first capital was Delhi and second capital Devagiri was made by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. It was the capital of Yadavas. Next, the Kirti Stamba or Tower of Victory at Chittor was built by option A, Rana Pratap. Option B, Rana Kumbha. Option C, Rana Sanga. Option D, Bappa Raval. So the correct answer is option A, Rana Kumbha. See, Vijay Stamba or Kirti Stamba was built by Rana Kumbha to commemorate his victory against Muhammad Khilji of Malwa. Next, the Delhi general who successfully advanced up to Madurai was option A, Khazir Khan. Option B, Muhammad Ghori. Option C, Malik Kafur. Option D, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. See, Alauddin Khilji is a greater expeditious ruler and his greatest achievements was his conquest towards south and far south. And his military commander was Malik Kafur and he invaded Deccan and he fought against Yadavas of Devagiri, Kakatiyas of Warangal and Pandyas of Madurai. So correct answer will be C, Malik Kafur. He was a military general in Alauddin Khilji. Who is regarded as second Alexander? Option A, Jalaluddin Khilji. Option B, Mubarak Khilji. Option C, Khusru Khan. Option D, Alaluddin Khilji. So the correct answer is option D. As I discussed in previous question, control the area from north to south. Entire India was under his control during his regime. That's why he is called as Alexander of India, and you are Alexander of India. Okay. The market regulation system was introduced by option A, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Option B, Iltutmish. Option C, Alauddin Khilji. Option D, Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. So the correct answer is option C, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. See, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, as I said, he was an expeditious ruler and he had large number of permanent standing army and he paid them entirely in cash. To maintain that inflation in the market, he introduced market regulation system or market reforms was introduced by Alauddin Khilji. Okay. Next. Where did the traveler Ibn Battuta came from? Option A, Morocco. Option B, Persia. Option C, Turkey. Option D, Central Asia. So the correct answer will be option A, Morocco. Ibn Battuta was a Moroccan traveler. He came to the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and he wrote the book Rahila. The book written by Ibn Battuta is Rahila about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Next. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was proficient in option A, art. Option B, music. Option C, calligraphy. Option D, philosophy. See, Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the only Delhi Sultanate who has received proficiency in many literature, many forms. Okay, and it includes literature, religion, philosophy, mathematics, astrology. Okay, so the correct answer will be option D, philosophy. Next. Who was the Delhi Sultan? Who was the Delhi Sultan to impose Jizya on Brahmins? Option A, Alauddin Khilji. Option B, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Option C, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Option D, Balban. So, see, Jizya was introduced by Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, it was a tax imposed by Muslims on non-Muslims. But Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he extended Jizya on Brahmins also. So, correct answer will be option B, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Next. Who issued a token currency in copper coins between 1329 and 1330 AD? Option A, Alauddin Khilji. Option B, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Option C, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Option D, Firoz Tughlaq. Currency was introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq because the tanka which was introduced in 14th century, it saw a downfall. Okay, to come over it, Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced copper coins. So the correct answer will be option C, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He was the one who introduced copper coins. Next. Muhammad bin Tughlaq transferred his capital from option A, Delhi to Warangal. Option B, Delhi to Devagiri. Option C, Delhi to Madurai. Option D, Delhi to Vijayanagara. So, discussed before, that is option B, Delhi to Devagiri. Muhammad bin Tughlaq made second capital as Devagiri. Okay, it was ruled by Yadavas. Next. Which of the following Sultan of Tughlaq dynasty issued a copper coin instead of silver coin? Option A, Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. Option B, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Option C, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Option D, Muhammad Tughlaq. So the correct answer is option B, Muhammad Tughlaq. See, he was the one who issued copper coins instead of silver coins. Next, arrange the following in chronological order. Option 1, Tughlaq. Option 2, Lodhis, Sayyids, Ilbari Turks and Khilji. See, the first came slave dynasty. Slave dynasty are nothing but Ilbari Turks. Okay, they were the first. And second was Khilji dynasty. And third one was Tughlaqs. Fourth was Sayyids. And fifth and last Delhi Sultanate was Lodhis. Okay, so the correct answer will be option D. Who was the last ruler of Lodhi dynasty? Option A, Wallal Lodhi. Option B, Ibrahim Lodhi. Option C, Daulat Khan Lodhi. Option Lodhi. So the correct answer will be option B, Ibrahim Lodhi. Ibrahim Lodhi was the last ruler of Lodhi dynasty and he was defeated by Mughal ruler Babur in first battle of Panipat. First battle of Panipat was fought in 1526. Okay, that is when a Delhi Sultanate fell down and beginning of Mughal era started. Next, who founded the city of Agra? Option A, Babur. Option B, Akbar. Option C, Alauddin Khilji. Option D, Sikandar Lodhi. So the correct answer is option D, Sikandar Lodhi. Sikandar Lodhi in 16th century, he shifted his capital from Delhi to Agra. That is when Agra city was founded. See, Akbar is not related in founding of Agra city. He just established Agra fort and Fatehpur Sikri in Agra. Next, which one of the following battle led to the foundation of Mughal rule at Delhi? Option A, first battle of Panipat. Option B, second battle of Panipat. Option C, battle of Aldigati. Option D, first battle of Panipat. So the correct answer will be option D, first battle of Panipat, which was fought in 1526 between Ibrahim Lodhi and Mughal ruler Babur. So downfall of Delhi was seen, Delhi Sultanate was seen and Mughal rule started. Next, Battle of Panipat was fought in the year 1526 between Babur and option A, Rana Sanga. Option B, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Option C, Hemu. Option D, Ibrahim Lodhi. C, Hemu. Option D, Ibrahim Lodhi. So it was fought between Babur and Ibrahim Lodhi, a last ruler of Lodhi dynasty. Next, the Bahmani kingdom was founded by option A, Ahmad Shah. Option B, Alauddin Hasan. Option C, Muhammad Gavan. Option D, Firoz Shah Bahmani. So the correct answer will be option B, Alauddin, who got the monumental Raya Gopurams in front of the temple at Hampi, Tirupati, etc. constructed. Option A, Vidyaranya. Option B, Krishna Devaraya. Option C, Harihara. Option D, Rajaraja. So the correct answer will be option B, Krishna Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya was the one who constructed Raya Gopuram in the front of temples near Hampi, Tirunamalai, Srirangapattanam, and Ambaram. Okay, what is Raya Gopuram? Raya Gopuram is nothing but grand entrance tower of temple. Next, Krishna Devaraya was contemporary of option A, Shirshah. Option B, Humayun. Option C, Babur. Option D, Akbar. So the correct answer will be option C, Babur. We'll be seeing more about this when we come to Mughal rule. So now just remember, Krishnadevaraya was a contemporary of Babur, and Krishnadevaraya belonged to Tuluva dynasty of Vijayanagara. Next, the capital of Bahmani kings was option A, Gulbarga, option B, Bijapur, option C, Hampi, option D, Agra. So the correct answer is option A, Gulbarga. Bahmani capital, that is a Muslims of Deccan. Their capital was Gulbarga. See, when it comes to Bahmani kingdom, right, you need to remember a Gol Gumbaz. A Gol Gumbaz was constructed by Muhammad Adil Shah, and it is the biggest dome of India. So it belongs to Bahmani. Chand Bibi, the famous Muslim ruler, belonged to which kingdom? Option A, Bijapur. Option C, Golconda. Option C, Ahmednagar. Option D, Berar. So the correct answer is option C, Ahmednagar. It's a factual information. Just remember, Chand Bibi belonged to Ahmednagar. The famous Battle of Talikota was fought in option A, 1565 AD, option B, 1575 AD, option C, 1585 AD, option D, 1570 AD. So it was option A, 1565 AD. It was fought between Delhi Sultanate and Vijayanagara Empire, and Vijayanagara kingdom was defeated. Next question. Who was the first Vijayanagara ruler to vest the important fort of Goa from Bahmanis? Option A, Reva Riley. Option B, Harihara I. Option C, Harihara II. Option D, Bukkaraya. See, Vijayanagara Empire was founded by Harihara I. Okay, when it comes to Vijayanagara Empire, there are 4 dynasties: Sangam dynasty, Suluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty, and Aravedu dynasty. Harihara I belonged to Sangam dynasty. Okay, and Harihara II, Bukkaraya, they all belong to Sangam dynasty, and the first ruler to vest the important fort of Goa from Bahmani was Harihara II, who was the son of Harihara I. Okay. Next, the time of Battle of Talikota. Option A, Sangama. Option B, Aravedu. Option C, Tuluva. Option D, Suluva. So it was C, Tuluva dynasty. Tuluva dynasty was a third dynasty. Okay. First was Sangam. Second was Suluva. Third was Tuluva, and fourth was Aravedu. So when Battle of Talikota was fought, and it was ruled by Tuluva dynasty, and Sadashiva Raya of Tuluva dynasty, he fought between Delhi Sultanate, and from then a Vijayanagara downfall was seen. Next, in which century Qutub Minar of Delhi was built? Option A, 12th century. Option B, 13th century. Option C, 14th century. Option D, 11th century. The correct answer will be option A, 12th century. Qutub Minar was constructed in 12th century, and it was started by Qutubuddin Aibak, and the construction was completed by Iltutmish. And this Qutub Minar is dedicated to the Sufi saint Qutubuddin Bakhtiar Kaki. Okay, later Alauddin Khilji added the entrance gate, that is Ali Darwaza, to Qutub Minar. Next, the first became the capital of kingdom under Tomur Rajputs. Option A, Delhi. Option B, Pataliputra. Option C, Calcutta. Option D, Taxila. See, Delhi was founded by Tomur Rajputs. Okay, that is Angapal Tomur, who founded capital city Delhi, and he made Delhi as his first capital. So option A, Delhi will be the correct answer. A, Delhi will be the correct answer. Next. The Tomur Rajputs were defeated in middle of 12th century by Chauhans of Ayodhya, option B, Ajmer, option C, Dwarka, option D, Gwalior. So, they was defeated by Chauhans of Ajmer. Next, big work of Al-Biruni that gave an account of the subcontinent is called option A, Kitab al-Hind, option B, Kitab al-Bharat, option C, Pustak al-Hind, option C. The correct answer is option A, Kitab al-Hind. Al-Biruni came to India with Muhammad Ghazni. Okay, his famous book was Kitab al-Hind. Next. The Mongols under Dash invaded Transolana in northeast Iran in 1980. Option A, Timur Lang, option B, Nadir Shah, option C, Hamad Shah Abdali, option D, Genghis Khan. See, Genghis Khan was a leader of Mongols and he started invading Central Asia. He defeated Jalaluddin Mangbarani, and Jalaluddin Mangbarani asked the asylum from Iltutmish, but Iltutmish refused to give him asylum and he followed the Mongol policy. That is how Iltutmish saved India from invasion. So the correct answer will be option D, Genghis Khan. So thank you. From next class we'll be seeing Mughals and Marathas.